Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing some Mangara Lives or Mangara Lives. 9 lives Mangara Orzhov control type of deck here. I threw this together pretty quickly, so I'm kind of intrigued to see exactly how well it does for us. But I love the idea here. And let me dive into it so you don't just immediately like, oh, he hasn't actually spent time on this. Yo, wait. All right, so we have Mangara the Diplomat, which is a card I've been wanting to play around, and 9 lives. So Mangara, first off, 4 mana, legendary creature, human cleric. I always love the clerics. I need to build a cleric tribal again because I keep saying that, and I haven't done it yet. We're going to do that soon. Anyway, 2/4 with lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, you get to draw a card. So if people are going aggro, we get to draw cards. And whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, you draw a card. So if people are casting lots of spells, we also get to draw cards with Mangara. It also is just life gaining and is a big body. So it's a good turn 4 play. It's a kind of a slows down everything. Hopefully we'll draw you some, kind of have a good card draw engine. And it really helps for these kind of like lockdown prison type of decks. And so we don't have the full prison effect like we had with some other stuff before. Like honestly, like the Griffin Airy would be nice in here. I've just played that recently, so I wanted to try something a little bit different, go a little bit more control with this deck, have 9 lives. And the benefit with nine lives is that for 3 mana, if a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter onto 9 lives instead. So basically, so then once you get to 9 counters, so if people swing in with 9 1/1s and they hit us with 9 1/1s, it'll put a counter for each one of those 1/1s that hit us. And then once 9 counters are onto it, exiles it. Once it leaves the battlefield, we lose the game. So there is a downside to 9 lives. There are some decks that just kind of destroy us, and that's why we have lots of removal. That's why we have everything to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Lots of blockers, whatnot, ways to tap down big creatures and everything. And then we have Command the Dreadhorde. So Command the Dreadhorde, we're okay if a counter or 2 goes on to 9 lives, especially if it means that we can put every creature that's in the, or planeswalker that's in the graveyard, our graveyard, their graveyard, onto the battlefield all at once. And so Command the Dreadhorde only puts 1 counter onto 9 lives. And the cool thing about 9 lives, first off, is that it does stack. So if there's 2 9 lives, the way that Arena works is that it alternates which 9 lives gets the counter until, you know, one's higher, then it goes to this one, then it goes to that one. And so it actually, having 2 of them means that you basically have to get up to 18 counters, or I guess it's the 17th counter will put you to 9 lives, and then you're done. And so having multiples is fine. It does mesh well with it. I'm seeing that we could maybe even bring in some like Archon of Sun's Grace, because we do have quite a few enchantments into the deck as just an alternate win con. I have Kenrith here instead because it's nice to be able to bring some things back from the graveyard, just gaining some life for us, everything like that. Kenrith kind of like another copy of Mangara. Because they're both legendary, I figured going to the 5th copy is fine. And then, yeah, of course, so the goal here, survive till we can get to Command the Dreadhorde, have a big enough Command the Dreadhorde after destroying all of their creatures and planeswalkers and things that we can bring everything back to the battlefield and just have tons of value and then outgrand them and win that way. That is the dream. That's what we're trying to do with this deck. We are only running 24 lands, so it's a little bit awkward as far as that goes. Our main source of card draw is Mangara with this deck, Revitalize, and then Birth of Meletis to help us dig for our lands. So with those, I'm hoping that we can consistently get to 6 mana, hopefully by turn 6. I'm kind of fine if it's on turn 7 with this deck, but then to get to Command the Dreadhorde with the 9 lives and just slam on the board and go off. So that is the goal of this deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Yeah, so up against Wise Guy, yeah, so Wilderness Reclamation, one of the worst ones for this because Command the Dreadhorde's pretty dead against it. We don't have a lot of ways to deal with like Wilderness Reclamation itself. All right, up against Telteru, bring it on. We only have 1 black mana. Birth Meletis, kind of awkward here, but we get our 2nd black source on turn 4, so we keep Birth into Mangara, or Shatters. We'll see if we need to do that. We'll keep the land. One nice thing, Command the Dreadhorde does kind of help us get to... I guess we need to have the 9 lives, but we can just... You know, we're fine with some things maybe dying along the way. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. All right, Godless Shrine tapped. Pass the turn. They can know that I have a Plains in hand. It's not that big a deal. Gain some more life. Familiar. And familiar. Alright, we are going to go ahead and fire off the Shadow this guy here. Gain 2 life. Find some black manas. Grab a swamp. Yeah, shatter. Because we get to go next turn Mangara, and then the turn after that command the Dread Horde grab their own Priest of Forgotten God, sack stuff, whatever. These are all so cheap, such cheap cards that it's kind of fine. So yeah, they get to draw a card here with this. That's cool. But we get Priest of Forgotten Gods off the battlefield, which is, for me, all that matters. I hate this card so much. I mean, I love it. It's amazing. It's powerful. It's just a little bit too busted, in my opinion. Witch's Oven. All right, we only have 24 lands in this deck because we didn't want to be running into this many. All right, but I mean, that's cool. Whatever. Thin the deck out maybe a smidge more. Play Mangara. You can't claim the Firstborn on that. I mean, I guess you could try, but alright, go Mayhem Devil. We could Shatter again here, and then command the Dread Horde after that. Let's just do this. This gets the Cauldron Familiars off. Like, they either have to sack the Mayhem Devil or let me take both of their Cauldron Familiars. I mean, that's pretty sweet. So we'll just do that. Gain some life back. Mangara. I wish this had Vigilance. We can swing in to gain some life. I don't think they'd sack here for that. They can swing back, so no attacks, pass the turn. Alright, go ahead and cast that second spell. Cast a bunch of 1-drops. Do all of those things. Grab the Claim the Firstborn. Actually, Claim the Firstborn is annoying, because I think that it returns it back to its owner at the end. And so they do actually gain it back. Alright, sweet. Get to untap. Alright, we can put Cauldron Familiars back into their grave, into their library. Let's go ahead and start off with Revitalize. Temple of Silence. Yeah, we don't need to draw cards right now. Just pass the turn. Keep the game slow. It's all good. Mayhem Devil is a really annoying card for us with 9 lives. We'll just say no blocks. This 3 damage really doesn't do a ton to us, so I guess that's fine. We do need to sack the Mayhem Devil before they play any other creature. All right, pass to my turn. Temple of Silence. Dude, we are hitting so many lands. This is a wee bit ridiculous. All right, so next, swing in. Gain 2 life back. Hit for a bunch and a half. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Mayhem Devil. As long as we're keeping Priest of Forgotten Gods and digging into more like Command the Dread Hordes or something like that, we should be fine. All right, they sack 2 things. They get to kill the Priest of Forgotten Gods. I did forget that it's whenever anything gets sacked. Digging for an eliminate would have been nice instead, just like with Castle Locthwain there. We've only been able to hit lands though, and I don't want to have to hit ourselves too hard with the Castle Locthwain to draw cards. Gotta bring the swim trunks with all this flooding. Yeah, seriously, this has been a flood and a half. I could draw here beforehand. We'll see. Yeah, this is the kind of deck that 9 lives actually is really bad against, because every time Cauldron Familiar comes in, Actually, it's a loss of life, which may dodge around the deal damage that 9 lives does. All right, Mingara number 2. Well, that's a bunch of crap. We're gonna shock ourselves. That's 5 damage we're gonna do to ourselves here, but worth it. All right, pass the turn. Totally worth it. Oh man. I mean, honestly, if we get down to like 10 life left, actually, we'll have to see here. All right, so Swift End. We still have Shatter the Skies here. All right, so play Plains, play Birth. Let's grab more lands out of our deck. And then I guess we Shatter. And then we can play Mingara after the Shatter. Actually, we're a little bit low on that. We can still hold up the Murderous Rider. Let's go ahead and swing in. All right, gain some life. Part of what I'm holding off on is that they can respond to our target, the Ghost Rider, to just have this die and go back, go to the graveyard. And so like getting rid of Ghost Rider could be nice. Maybe we wait until after some other stuff. Yeah, they're not even activating the cats here. Mayhem Devil. All right, so if we can also Shatter against this. Yeah. Pass to my turn. We're gonna take a wee bit here. All right, that's actually perfect. So first off, swinging with Mingara. Gain some life. And then we Shatter, and then we 9 lives after the fact. Even if our life total goes down way low, 9 lives comes out and is good. The one issue, so 9 lives says it prevents damage to us. It does not prevent the loss of life. And so if our life total becomes low enough, it still does cause some issues here. Because the cats will make us lose life, and they can just kind of keep pinging in over and over again. We do get to gain some life with the Birth. We have another Mingara coming out, some lifelink here. So we still do have some ways to gain life. This is definitely a very control-y type of deck. The dream is that we can get another Command the Dread Horde with the 9 lives on the battlefield and get, you know, like 3 of their Mayhem Devils, whatever, that kind of stuff out, and then they can't sack anything for a while. And like that, I mean, that's the dream, right? Sacks the Ghost Rider. Alrighty. Alright, so I could play 9 lives. I'm not sure if we need to just yet. Like show that off. I can play another Mingara. But I can play 9 lives and hold up Murderous Rider. Let's play Mingara. Drawing cards if they cast too many spells is kind of nice still. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't been bringing the cat back like this entire time. So I think they're wondering if they're casting spells and making us draw cards by bringing this back, but that doesn't technically make us draw a card. So I don't know what they're doing. They found green mana. That makes me understand why they have so many cards in hand. All right, drawing 3 cards. Okay, down to 10. Rude. Gain some life. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play out the 9 lives now. This is also loss of life, which should dodge around the 9 lives effect. They just sack in response, so no attacks, pass the turn. A lot of waiting with this. This isn't typically the type of deck I play. I don't typically like to have to wait for forever. I mean, it's cool, it's fun. These slow games, I guess some people like doing, but it's not typically my cup of tea. All right, so as you're gonna see, loss of life will still happen. It does not trigger the 9 lives. So we're trying to dig for Command the Dreadhorde here. That is the ultimate dream. If I use Eliminate and Murder Strider there, one of them would have died. It's fine, doesn't actually matter. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, the amount of card advantage they're getting out of this Trello Crumbs is really annoying. The one nice thing is if we can get to the double Mayhem Devils and Woe Striders. Brings back Woe Strider. Good for you. Go ahead and eliminate now. Issue with them bringing things back over and over again, though, is that they are exiling the graveyard. So no more Command the Dreadhorde awesomeness. This just feels like one of the worst matchups for our decks. And I think is this the first game still? It's been like 20 minutes. It's all good. Let's see here. All right, draw a card. There's Command the Dreadhorde. Big Boy Wang, thanks so much for the for this Prime subscription. I appreciate it. All right, so Kenny Boy. All right, we have the ability to gain 10 life here, and also just give him trample. We don't actually we don't have the red mana for this. We could bring back Woe Strider. Let's see here. Guess that's kind of it. Yeah, I think we wait for a couple more turns. Swing in with Mingara. That's fine. Yeah, so they're fine with stuff dying here. They probably should block with both Cauldron Familiars. We're just trying to gain life so that we stay up above the life loss issue. Bolas's Citadel. All right. Just gonna gain some life now, so we're a little bit out of like anytime they can just sack stuff in response. All right, plays Woe Strider. We immediately try to sacrifice or kill Mayhem Devils in response. So Mayhem Devil comes off. That's some good luck there, sir. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Non-land permanent. So they already have it. So they have. I think that's enough to kill us because they sack 10 things. We lose 10. Except that it deals damage every time. So it's the 9 live stuff. So. Kill the Mayhem Devil. Ooh, are they not? They may not realize that they have it here. The other thing too is that with Mayhem Devil on the battlefield, for everything that they sack, so they have Woe Strider sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they can do enough damage to us just to get around the 9 lives as well. So yeah, this has been a little bit annoying. We would win on the next turn with Command the Dread Horde because we finally get rid of enough stuff. So 9 lives at 2 counters now. We'll let them keep playing. Oh, I thought it would show the change up here. Guess not. 3 counters. They can just sack the Bolas' Citadel and go off, right? Alright, yeah, they're doing it now. Yeah, good game. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, Rakdos, Jund Sacrifice, probably the one deck where this really has a hard time competing against. And we spent a long time flooding there where we could have had a lot more good stuff going on. So yeah, with all the stack that's going on, basically what matters now is not how much damage they're doing to us, but instead how many counters are being put onto 9 lives. And so with all these counters being put onto the stack, we can see that there's more than 9, which means we will die to 9 lives. So it looks like Arena is kind of slowing down. It's forcing him to target me over and over again, so I won't make him go through that. We'll concede. The Wise Wolf, bring it on. And yeah, we keep this. I think we're digging for land here. Not a land. Get thee hence, Giant Killer. Speaker of the Heavens. Alright, where's our removals? Shatter the Skies, all that jazz would be snazzy here. Speaker of the Heaven number 2. You thought you were going to hit me and get my life total low. I say to you, nay! Let's see here. Giant Killer could be nice in case they create a 4/4 Angel. I guess getting more lands out of the battlefield that are not... we want to dig to our Shadow the Skies. This deck completely just loses the Shadow the Skies, especially when they just play out Aluris. Alright, eliminates good enough. Good enough. Alright, let's thin the deck even more. Alright, so eliminate Aluris. Do I want to play this out? I guess not yet. Pass the turn. Mangara also probably pretty good against this deck at some point. They typically play many cards in this one. Johnny's Pridemate. Yeah, uh-huh. Alright, so they grow the Pridemate up to a massive boy. We do some killing things. Kill you. Play you. Pass the turn. Now they can't really swing in with the Speaker of the Heavens. At the same time, though, actually they can, and they start creating some angels. So we desperately need some stuff here. So if they swing in with 3, they gain 3 life. They go up to, they lose 1 of the, oh, man. All right, more angels. So that's 3 angels now. All right, come on, deck. Give me a board wipe. I believe in you. I believed in you. Let's see here. I guess we keep our life total as high as possible, right? So the kill here would be nice and play 9 lives, take 3 tokens. I think Mangara is the best here, though, and then we can tap one of them down. Pass the turn. I should have tapped this in response so they didn't create another angel. Yeah, board wipe would be nice. Super, super nice. So if they attack him with 2 of the angels, which is most likely what they're going to do. I mean, that's the whole idea of playing this, right? They gain so much life. They're getting close to just activating a Johnny's thing as well. All right, not a board wipe. That's cool. So they played 2 cards, so we drew a card. And then if they attack him with 2 creatures, we draw a card again. All right, they do get to ultimate with the Johnny next turn. That is terrifying. But we can potentially board wipe and kill this. Just hoping for those card draws. Oh, I meant to tap something down with a giant killer. That was a misplay. Not a board wipe. Down to 9. Yeah. Yes! Oh, that is glorious to behold. All right, so shatter. Whoa. Sorry, folks. Kill the Johnny.
I hope we meet again soon.
Down to 7. 7 is a low life total. They're at 38 still. I mean, there are some issues with what we just did there, but we have 9 lives coming. So, I mean, meh. All right, now they can fire that off at any time. Drats.
I am proud of those who walk.
All right. I mean, I don't think that we can actually finish this game off. I think it came a turn too late with everything, but we still board wiped a massive, massive board. And I feel happy about that. I feel warm and tingly inside, in fact. All right, Murderous Rider, 9 lives. Godless Shrine tapped. I'd love to get up Mangara. I'm gonna hope that they go for getting rid of a Johnny here first. Although now that we played 9 lives, they may not. So now we try to find a way to kill a Johnny. This has been a fun game. And this deck in general, I'm not sure how good it is because the win condition is find to Command the Dread Horde, play all of their stuff. So I mean, if we top deck a Command the Dread Horde now, this is a decent amount of cards that we can play from their graveyard for just the price of one 9 lives counter. Not the worst, you know, all things considered. Oh man. What do we have in the graveyard here as well? Giant Killer, Mingara. All right, yeah, so Command the Dread Horde is the perfect top deck. We have not seen it yet. There's 3 copies in the deck. I mean, so the odds of it coming at some point in the next few turns is still pretty high. We'll see, we'll see. Just making angels, I would have to gain a lot of life before I can do that. At the same time, though, I can still there a Johnny that they lost. Are they really timing us out here? Another 9 lives. So we do lose some life with the Castle Locthwain. Play this. Tapped. I think we play the 9 lives, draw with Locthwain on their turn. Pass the turn. And maybe they do just scoop up here. Yeah, digging for the Command the Dread Horde is the dream. At the same time, though, if the issue is a Johnny, they can just immediately go for the 0 and exile all the creatures we got. We'll make it work. All right. It seems like a good time to go fill up my water bottle. I'll be back after the rope. Oh, don't knock over my green screen. We're good. All right, up against Grixis guy, and we don't have any black mana, but we don't have any cards that need it, so I mean, keep. Loveshook Beast. All right, that's a decent turn 1 play. Pass the turn. Scavenging Ooze. The rudest of the oozes. Eliminate is nice. Actually, I just got rid of it. It was on the top. All right, shatter the skies, please and thank you. Pass the turn. Let's hope they don't have any Ranger's Guiles. I should have waited till they went to attacks just to see if they might have pumped with the ooze. They don't pump with the ooze. All right. Gain some life back. Yeah, I guess Mingara is pretty sweet here. Blocks pretty effectively. How many creatures in the graveyard? 2. All right, so we can't quite block the ooze. What colors are Grixis? Grixis is red, black, and blue. All right, no blocks. Take the beats down to 11. Second black source. I believe in you. All right, there it is. So we can kill the Scavenging Ooze. I just played the wrong card. Let's go ahead and go with 9 lives here. So play the 9 lives. Play Birth of Militus. Giant Killer could be pretty nice here as well. Let's go Birth of Militus over Revitalize. Our life total now matters a lot less, so this is just thinning out our deck a little bit more. We've had so many planes, basic planes. No attacks past the turn. Alright, so attack with both these guys, we gain life. Nope. Hits in. We'll take a counter onto 9 lives. That's totally fine. Yorvo. So this also puts a counter onto 9 lives if we shock this in. Giant Killer's pretty nice. So I guess I could just go for like a Scry here. That way we don't have to put more counters onto this. I misplayed on the last turn. Yeah, keep that on top. How much mana do I have? 5 mana, so I can Revitalize and play Giant Killer. Alright, so pass the turn. We want them to have more creatures so that they can swing in with this Mingara. To let us draw cards with it, is what I mean. Creates a 1/1. Yeah, draw a card. We'll take it. Throws the Yorv. All right, let's go Giant Killer, kill. Probably Scavenging Ooze is the more annoying one here. All right, one more counter is fine. Revitalize. Elspeth Conquers Death isn't bad. Okay, play out Swamp. All right, Giant Killer, Giant Killer. Birth of Militus, Murderous Rider. This is the main reason here is that we can stop these humans from attacking as much. The Murderous Rider is a pretty good blocker. If they do swing in with a bunch of stuff, that's still kind of fine. Draw a card. I guess we can even block with a Mingara. All right, so let's first off kill Yorvo. Up to 4. Is that okay? Nothing in the graveyard right now. We'll chump block 1. Start being able to just block the other one. ECD comes down as well. Crawl Harpooner. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, there we go. We got the Command the Dread Horde. Not a ton of stuff in the graveyard to hit. Alright, so we have enough to eliminate and command the Dread Horde. So hit Love Struck Beast. Command the Dread Horde. That's good enough right now. Go up to 4 there. Get a few triggers on Yorvo. No attacks past the turn. The Great Henge, that is annoying. ECD is good for that though. Stonecoil Serpent. There's a Shatter. Alright, hopefully at some point we can just shatter into another Command the Dread Horde. Getting another 9 lives would be nice so that we can kind of reset the clock here. Also the Conqueror's Death. Kill the Great Henge. Let's see, I could tap down some of their creatures and just swing in that way. Alright, swing in. Yeah, just with Yorvo. If they try to double block it with something, Giant Killer kills it. Okay, that's cool. Pass the turn. Vivian.
Civilization has crept too far. Tear it down.
Okay, kill the Love Struck Beast. I say to you, no. All right, so nothing's in the our graveyard to actually go away anyway right now. So a little bit awkward. We can tap down a couple creatures, swing in at Vivian, kill that. Yeah, I'm gonna say like now that we have the great giant killers, that's the kind of lock that we wanted on this game. That is exactly how we do this. So how do we do damage to them? We eventually just start tapping stuff down, swinging in. We have so much value over a deck like a mono green deck that then it's just a matter of attrition. I don't typically like to play this type of a deck because it takes so long, but I mean, every once in a while, it is fun to just kind of get your hands dirty, play a dirty deck like that, and you know, we'll play 1, maybe 2 more games. There is some stuff that came up that means that I have to get ahead on videos, so I'm focusing on trying to get videos done today. All right, keep this. I've actually been really impressed with how many cards Mangara draws, or they play around it and don't draw too many at all. You know, like I've actually been really impressed with it so far. Lucky Clover. Eliminate might be nice, but we'll go for the Birth here first. Gross Spiral. Is this like a lucky adventure deck? Or a reclamation deck? I've seen something like that come out. We'll pass the turn, hold up the Giant Killer and eliminate. Could have played the Locked Queen there to also have Murderous Rider available. But that's fine. Two mana, deal 4. Not too shabby. Double vision as well. Whoa! I did not see that coming. That's bad. Yeah, I guess just Mangara this turn. Pass the turn. We get ECD for the next turn on the double vision, I guess. That's a lot of copies of a lot of good things. Alright, plays up Bone Crushy. Do we go for the ECD here? Or do we try to just like eliminate? Or just chop it down? This also kind of dodged around. I could even ECD just on the Bone Crusher. So whenever you cast the first instant or sorcery spell each turn, copy that spell. So they have an extra copy here. This is like a second copy of the Lucky Clover, basically right now. We only have so many ways to deal with that. So we deal with that with ECD. We deal with this with other stuff. That's fine. Brazen Borrower. Yeah, a few spells, bounces some things. Gives us another ECD. I'm actually pretty happy with that. All right, ECD number 2. Keep on bouncing it. I'm totally fine with that. They will be able to play out like the Brazen Bar. That's cool. We have eliminates for that. That doesn't actually shock us. Fatal Passage. I guess I could play out the Giant Killer now. One card left. If they don't have ways to draw cards, this could be pretty nice, just as an additional value on the board. At the same time, it's another target for just stomps and stuff. We're going to go ahead and play it out. Pass the turn. Okay, down to 11. Once we get low enough, we just throw out the 9 lives. All right. Yeah, that's totally fine. So now that we are low enough, we throw out the 9 lives. Down to 5. Do they have another one? Okay, I was going to say, wowzers. All right, play 9 lives. Brazen Borrower actually can't target it, right? Eliminate and tap. Yeah, before they have any other spells here. So eliminate now. Pass the turn. Tap down Bone Crusher before combat. Yep, nothing in the graveyard. Maybe just blocking for the sake of that would have been nice, but it doesn't actually matter. All right, Mangara, or we can go Birth of Meletis, Revitalize. That's 2 card draws. That's kind of more guaranteed. So, and another blocker. And we still get to hold up Murder Shrider. Play the land. Pass the turn. Command the Dreadhorde not looking amazing just yet. We don't really have anything in the graveyards. That is the one awkward thing about ECD. There's a couple other spells that are better that way as well. All right, so this does 2 damage to us whenever we target it. Just want to see what we can find here. Giving us another trick with Birth of Meletis. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Did they lose this Brazen Bar? Yeah, no targets for it, so they didn't do that. Yeah, you have to target 2 things at the same time with the other one to actually make it work. I mean, I don't think we get a much better time to kill this, so might as well. We'll take the 1 trigger and keep it off the board for days. All right, so play Mangara. Play Birth of Meletis, find land. Play land, Murder Shredder. I think we can just hold up Eliminate. For almost everything that they're doing, Eliminate will be enough. So, pass the turn. All right, now we see if we can top deck better than them.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
All right, we do get the Murder Shrider. All right, now is the time that we want to find Command the Dreadhorde. We've been waiting patiently enough. You know, 20 cards. It's a good time for that now. Yeah, I guess we go ahead and kill it. Maybe I should be holding on to some more removal spells.
The land will not forsake you.
Yeah, let's get their life total actually ticking down. Let's do it out. We're 1 land away from being able to have the Castle Ardenville go on as well, but that's fine. Pass the turn. Storm's Wrath, alright. Did not expect that. Dang it. Dude, they have top decked quite well. They've not had any card draw, and they've still been doing a lot of things. They could probably be saying the same thing about us, though. So, play Mangara, pass the turn. Make the Castle Ardenville trigger or Castle Lochthwain. I guess Lochthwain's better. They have wishes. Alright, yeah, that's good. Crap. Draw 3. Okay. Ugin. Ugin does beat the 9 lives. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. And mass manipulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are still a land away from actually being able to go off with the Ugin. We found the Command the Dread Horde. Maybe we need some sort of discard as well. So do you hit the land for the Ugin? That is the question. They are 1 land away from actually having it. If they hit it, they win. If not, we've got a shot.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Yeah, they probably will hit it. That's how it goes, right? They always got it. We need to go wide, so I'm shocking this in. Playing out the Castle Ardenville. Genesis Ultimatum. They could have another Ugin in the deck as well, so there is that. Double vision with that seems good. Alright, they do hit the lands. Alright, so we play Chop Down, kill the Bone Crusher. We can tap one of these guys down. Do we have enough for lethal? So tap one down. And we can't actually target anything right now. Yeah, I think that we had exactly lethal there. We're pretty close to exact. Like, I think we had enough. They blocked the 4/4. We have 3/3, 3/3. Yeah, so we had enough with the Nissa. Whew! All right, we got lucky there for sure, but we pulled it off, and I'm fine with a little bit of luck. Didn't get to play as many games with this one. I don't really want to go through another one because they are longer games. That's not typically like the style that I like to play, but this deck did win games. I think we won. I don't even know the amount that we won here. Let's go ahead and check out our stats with our good old MTG assistant, which will be sponsoring me soon with an actual link. They have me all set up in the system. They just haven't given me the link yet to win. But yeah, 4-1. Definitely not bad. 80% with this deck. I mean, they were crazy long games and a lot of kind of randomness with that. But yeah, the deck is powerful. It's fun. It's cool. It did everything that we wanted it to. So definitely recommend this one. Maybe an alternate win condition might be worthwhile in here just to have something else. Maybe this is a deck that brings in Ugin as well. The problem with Ugin is that it exiles everything, so it does kind of go off with Command the Dread Horde, but we weren't, and it does also exile our own 9 lives, which can be bad. Is Platinum Angel in Standard? I can't remember if Platinum Angel was in this one or not. Okay, no, that's historic, right? There's definitely some fun stuff you can do with 9 lives. I think Command the Dread Horde with it is a very powerful effect. We saw how it worked against a lot of decks. Like the only decks it really doesn't work with is Temur Reclamation, which is played a lot. It's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna run up against it, but that's fine. So anyway, that's it for this video, for this deck. We're gonna go ahead. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you guys are following here on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button. Give me the love, and yeah, we'll jump into some other stuff here.